humble players ever. People laugh outside of Sixers fans that don't really understand what I'm saying, but he's just one of the most humble guys of all time. Like,
of all time.
yeah,
And he just cares so much about his craft that, like, from an artist's perspective, I genuinely have the utmost admiration for. Like, people gave Joel so much shit for crying when they lost. People gave Joel so much shit for saying I deserve the MVP. They like I feel like I've been good enough to be the MVP. People gave him shit for saying I want to be the defensive player of the year. I want to be an MVP someday. Every single time that people can find a way to, like, turn something he says against them, like, I just look at it and I'm like, don't you want that from your best player? Don't you want, like, that mentality from your best player? Like, don't you want your guy to want to win a championship and want to be the best to ever do it? Like, if you're not trying to be the best at whatever you're doing, why are you doing it? Like, it's crazy to me, and it's so crazy because he's just so good and he's lived up to everything. Like, it wasn't too long ago, DJ, he sat out his first 2 years, and it looked like this guy's never going to play, and Dario
yep,
Saric is never going to come over, and we're never going to have this, we're never going to have that. Like, it wasn't that long ago, and now we have arguably the best player on the entire planet Earth, who
yeah,
has been, knock on wood, the healthiest he's ever been. I know he was dealing with a wrist thing tonight, and he got his elbow hurt last game. There's not a person in the NBA and that are playing right now in the playoffs that isn't dealing with an injury. It's just the way it is in the playoffs. Every single player is hurting in some way. It's just how are you gonna play over it? How are you gonna go past it? Like, he's just amazing. Like, he
yeah.
really is
Sam
amazing.
Hinkie saw it, man. Sam Hinkie saw it when he was in college. At his size, hitting the double dream shake fadeaway, and he said it. This guy at his size with that skill level is one of one, and he's injured right now. He's gonna fall to us at number 3. We're taking him. You absolutely have to take a chance on that. I think really the other two teams who were the Minnesota Timberwolves and I don't know who else.
The Bucks with Jabari Parker.